at that point in time, I was still trying to kill myself. I mean, I was very dedicated to trying to take my life, you know. I mean, the first time I tried to kill myself, and I'm not talking about like thoughts, I'm talking act. You know, first time I acted and ended up in the hospital, I was 12 years old. I did certain acts trying to take my life, you know, like speeding, driving at 190 miles an hour. It's not that I'm that big of a speed demon. I just didn't care, and I just didn't want to be here. So when I look at that, you know, I'm just like, wow, man, I wish I could just go back and tell that kid, just, man, enjoy yourself.
That is what's standing between me and my goals. So right now, in this moment here, I make the decision to just not miss. It's a decision that you can make with all this set. It's got nothing to do with bodybuilding, nothing. It's got everything to do with the personal demeanor that you decide whether you're going to take right now in this moment or not. Many people won't understand that, fuck them. People don't have to understand. But if this is your passion, you'll understand what I mean. Because this moment here, you're not about to do this forever. So fucking enjoy it whilst you can.
You know, everything I have in life, I owe to bodybuilding. You know, bodybuilding taught me there's no substitute for hard work, period. If you want something, you can have anything you want if you're willing to work for it, but ain't nobody gonna give you a damn thing for free. You know, you wake up in the morning, you're dead tired, you're sore, you don't want to go to the gym, but you want to win, right? So if you don't go, somebody else is gonna go. Or you get your ass out of bed and you go anyway and you give it 100%. It's just self-discipline, you make yourself do it. And just because you want to do something doesn't mean you need to do something. You know, and if you want to achieve something really great, then you're going to have a lot of sacrifices that you make to get there, and that means you got to have self-discipline.
What's weird about it is it sounds like you put yourself in the same prison that you were in when you were a kid, and you went to work that way.
I think I tortured myself. I lived a very structured lifestyle. I never was the most genetically gifted guy on that Olympia stage, but I trained my ass off, and I knew how to diet, and I was always on track with everything. I mean, everything was structured. I lived in a fucking box in order to be the best, meaning I had no outside. People would call me with their problems, I'd hang up on them. Like, the phones were off. Don't bother me with negative shit. And I just went at it. I always tell everyone it wasn't about the body, it was about the mind at first. And then it turned into, when I saw the progression of the body, that's really what kept me motivated to continue. I was told I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. I was told I wouldn't be a good pro. I was told I'd never turn pro, never win Olympia, never win it more than once. After I lost it, they said they're going to come back and win it again.
One time in my life, I felt that. What was my purpose? And sometimes you graduate out of high school, you look for that job, you look for that career, college, the degree. You still question, is this my purpose?
That was all I did. I trained, I ate, I sleep, I studied. It's just all my mental focus was like lasered on that thing that I was doing, nothing else. I wouldn't go to the movies, I wouldn't go to dinner if I got home after 11 because I got to be in bed at 11. That was, that was the regime that I lived for many years, and that's why I was able to beat other people that maybe could be argued they were more gifted than me, but they weren't willing to do that. So that's what it's all about.
The path that I've walked has always been against the grain, I guess you could say. I wasn't about to mold myself into what everybody else thinks is socially acceptable or the norm. That's not really living. If you're not living in a way that you wake up every day and you're completely happy, how are you living? I believe in having no regrets. Just go hard, go home. That's been my way of life. If you're gonna do it, go all the way. If you're not, don't bother. Bodybuilding was all enough. Do or die.
Need to learn to shut the fuck up. I spent years on intense muscle and I never even post. So I'm not going to get sucked into social media battles with people that don't even look like they train. But to me, it's all fuel.
One of the things that I remind my clients often is to take pride in everything that they do whilst they're in the gym. Like, I tell them to take pride in their execution and take pride in their intensity. And if you can remember those things, then you're going to do well in the gym.
Many people won't understand that. Fuck them. People don't have to understand. If this is your passion, you'll understand what I mean. Because this moment here, you're not going to do this forever. So fucking enjoy it whilst you can.
Everything counts. The amount of sleep I get, the amount of protein I intake, the amount of weights I lift, the amount of cardio, everything matters. So I don't leave any stone unturned. I'm actually competing against myself. I know I have to be better than I was. And as long as I improve, I'm actually winning. I'm winning my personal game. I'm confident in my abilities and I'm confident into where my mind is and where I want to go.